Hi, I'm Mike from Zanotti Armor. The number one reason people purchase gun safes is to protect against theft or accidents. There are an estimated 3.4 million burglaries each year. While statistics show your chances of experiencing a fire are 10 times less likely, we still frequently get questions regarding fire ratings on our safes. While our modular designs are primarily for security and portability, over the years we have discovered some interesting results from fire tests as well as actual fires. Some of our fire testing included safes placed inside a local firefighter training facility, safes placed in a large heat treat furnace, and smaller, more detailed lab environments. The most interesting discovery from our testing is what appears to be a self-venting phenomena. This was first observed while filming a safe in a training facility when our cameras captured a chimney effect at the top of the safe in the burning building. It should be of no surprise to anyone that the upper portion of a safe in a fire will experience the most heat. Hot air rises. That is why no matter how fireproof or fire resistant your safe might be, it always is a good idea to store more susceptible items like documents towards the bottom. Because our Zanotti safes are modular and not airtight, we observe the hot air, smoke, and gases venting out the top during these extreme fire conditions. Not only did we see the actual smoke, but the autopsy later clearly displayed evidence of the chimney effect, showing soot and charring all around the upper seam of our top piece, then progressively lessening as you move down towards the bottom. Now, tests in labs and training facilities are one thing, but what about actual real-life fires? There's an outstanding article written by the Gun Safes review guy, who I consider the best independent reviewer of gun safes, hands down. It is titled 9 Myths About Gun Safe Fire Ratings. In this extensive publication, he states, gun safe manufacturers make up their own fire test procedures. They will either self-test a safe or have it tested by an independent testing company. Both methods are equally suspect. He goes on to say, comparing fire ratings from two different companies is like comparing apples and bananas. Even in real-life actual fires, results can be misleading. Statistics show that 49% of all home fires start in the kitchen. And since I'm guessing very few people have their safes in a kitchen, an actual house fire where the source was in the kitchen would not be the best representation of fire resistance. Second on the list of source locations, at 14%, are rooms with fireplaces or wood stoves. Again, probably not the room where your safe would be located. So you can see that actual chances of experiencing a house fire that will impact your safe contents are very slim. Let's give you some rough statistics. There are 140 million housing units in the US, and the chances of burglary are about 2%. There's 3.4 million burglaries a year. The chances of a fire at 300,000 occurrences a year measures 0.2%. Then of that 0.2%, there's about a 10% chance the source will be near your safe, and about another 10% chance that it would be a significant total loss fire. So the actual chances of experiencing a devastating total loss fire where the source was in the room with your safe is about 1/1000%. These statistics and variables make it nearly impossible to test and replicate real-life conditions. So when we are fortunate enough to get the chance to observe effects from a real-life example, the opportunity is invaluable. We recently had one such opportunity. A customer from Iowa owned 2 Zanotti safes where he stored his extensive gun collection in his shop. We had recently done some electrical work, and he had failed to properly wire an outlet, which later started a fire. The source of the fire was 10 feet from his safes, not in the kitchen 3 rooms away, not in the fireplace 2 rooms away, 10 feet away in the same room. Now add the fact that this was sadly a total loss fire, and you have a real-life example rarely seen. We received a call from this customer asking if we could help repair his safe doors because the locks and dials had been destroyed in the fire. However, he happily reported all the contents had been saved, even some paper documents. Studies have shown, according to the Gun Safes review guy, that paper will yellow at 300 degrees, char at 350 degrees, and ignite at 450 degrees. What was very interesting and tended to support our previous theories was that the tops of the two safes exhibited the exact same signs as the safe from the training facility. Clearly, you could see where the heat was venting out of the top via the chimney effect and burned the paint off, and progressively was less as you moved towards the bottom. The interiors were remarkably intact. The carpet had not burned, just as the paper documents had survived. Because the locks and dials had been destroyed, the safes had to be drilled by a locksmith to gain entry. We at Zanotti Armor don't claim to manufacture the most fire-resistant safes on the market, but in addition to our unique modular design, we believe we have demonstrated and document some unique results when it comes to fire experiences.